Hawa ni watumishi wa Mungu, tuwakaribisha katika crusade ya tumaini ambayo inaingia hapa Kariobangi North.
So much excited to invite you to Festival of Hope 2026.
A powerful gathering of worship, the word, healing and salvation.
Come with the blind, come with the lame. We believe the anointing that will operate in that place will heal the sick.
Come, listen to the word of God and receive Jesus.
Mleta wagonjwa, mleta wale waliodhoofika.
Featuring evangelist 𝗕𝗨𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗥 from the Netherlands and other anointed servants of God. Music by Street Praise and All Churches Mass Choir, among others.
Utabarikiwa jinsi hujawahi ona kwa maisha yako.
Welcome all, hata watoto.
This is the time for Kariobangi to heal, to change and to transform.
Come we encounter the Lord in a mighty way.
From Thursday 5th to Sunday 8th February 2026, 4 p.m. daily, plus a special pastors and leaders seminar 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday to Friday. And women and youth meeting on Saturday 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Vijana tukuje to represent God to the fullest.
Come to jinsi ulivyo, God anakuhitaji.
Let's attend as we turn this city upside down.
Dini yetu tujitokeze, moja muone Mungu akifanya mambo makuu.
Venue Kariobangi North, next to the police station.
Wewe mwenye uko Darfur, Gedhembe, Kanyama, Hillstone,
Korogocho, Bright Industry, Takisama.
Imekaribishwa watu wote wa Nairobi. Karibu kwa hiyo crusade.
Tukutane mahali pale.
Don't miss to come.
Come one, come all.
We'll be happy to have you around.
Na msikose.
Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Welcome to Man Unveiled. This is Man Unveiled Wednesday. I'm receiving you right here from the City Center Elevate TV studios. I'm grateful to host you tonight. Joe Wisdom is my name. I'm glad that you've been waiting for this program. Man Unveiled community is a big community and we are always glad to have you around. I want you to write to another man. Let every man know something great is happening right here on Elevate TV. On Elevate TV, we keep saying on Man Unveiled that it takes a man to get the best out of another man. And in every man, there is a mine. What you get out of that mine is dependent on how deep you are willing to dig. If you just dig on the surface, you just get the ordinary stones. But if you dig deeper, you can say, deeper papa, go deeper papa. If you dig deeper, you get gold. Tonight is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening, and I can promise you, such a wonderful show is here with us, and I want to introduce this show. We are talking about being strong together, how we can build authentic relationships among brothers, among men. One of the things that you realize is that men gather around politics, men will gather around soccer, men will gather around food. But rarely will men gather to talk about their own issues. And that is why we are here tonight. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, on all social media handles. You can feel free to share these links so that we can reach out to as many men as possible. We are joined by the one and only, you know, the man from the Maasai land. 𝗧𝗏 𝗨𝗡𝗏𝗟.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
I'm sure you've not been here before.
I've not been here before.
Yes.
I've been planning to come here.
Yes.
But this is the day the Lord has made.
We thank God. I was to host you last year, but I think something happened. You traveled to Maasai Land.
Yes.
To Narok. And thank God we are here. 𝗧𝗏 is an author and a corporate trainer. Very good in team building. We have worked together. And I want to give you a chance, 𝗧𝗏, to introduce yourself and let the viewer know who is 𝗧𝗏 𝗨𝗡𝗏𝗏.
Thank you very much. I'm 𝗧𝗏 𝗨𝗡𝗏𝗏, as Joe has said. I am a motivational speaker. I'm a corporate trainer. I'm a team building coach. And I'm a father, I'm a husband, a son, and a brother to many. And I inspire people to become their best self. I believe that inside us there is something special, and our work and my work is to spark that that thing that is in you, so that you can become your best self. So that's generally what I do. I also help organizations to ensure that they get maximum productivity and people become the best version of themselves. Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. Maybe I can also give you a chance to shout out to your family. I am sure they are watching.
Yeah, I can shout out to my wife, Sarah and Michelle, my daughter. I'm sure they are watching. I can shout out to my family back in Narok and others in Nakuru, wherever they are.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to be part of you.
Wow, great. Yes, I remember we met in Nakuru many years ago.
Sure.
And it's also good to appreciate what you are doing in the marketplace.
Yes.
In fact, even in our interactions, you are one of the best people that I've worked with.
Thank you.
And it was such a great, wonderful thing to reconnect. Thank you, Newton. Newton, thank you. I can see you are present. You are registering. I gave you some work last time. Your work is to pin all those burger points on the wall so that those who are coming late, they can also get a taste of what had been said. So I want to, and we have another guest who will be joining us shortly. So tulieni kidogo, Ones is on the way. Okay. Now, we are talking about building meaningful relationship and authentic relationships.
Yes.
Maybe 𝗧𝗏. I know you have interacted with a lot of men because I've seen you in those forums.
Yes.
There are men around you.
Yes.
In church where you fellowship.
Yes.
In the society.
Yes.
Do we have genuine relationships among men?
We have genuine relationships, but they are not as deep as they should be.
All right.
We have genuine relationship. We have friendship, but there are many men, that friendship gets to a certain barrier. There are things that come to this friendship and others that don't get to this friendship.
Yes.
And a majority of men tend not to share what they feel as a weakness on their part. If I share with you something that I feel is undermining my credibility or is making me feel weak or making me feel vulnerable or sensitive, then I tend to put that in the closet. And I bring general issues, politics, football. And I try, most of the time men try to appear to be doing well rather than actually doing well. And that is the major problem.
Maybe I can ask, what inspires that fear?
What inspires that fear is what I can call social culturalization, the way we've been brought up.
Yes.
We've been told as a man, you have to be strong, you have to be powerful. You are not supposed to show weakness. You're supposed to mask emotions. So showing emotions here and there and everywhere, according to the stereotype, shows you are a weak man. You are not strong enough. You are not good enough.
Yes.
And I think that is something that as men we need to rectify.
Yes.
Because it is okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay to share what is troubling with you.
Wow.
Yeah, don't die in silence. Don't suffer in silence. Ensure that you have a circle of friends where you can go and outpour what is troubling you. Because we have a pandemic of mental health issues among men.
That's true.
Because they are suffering in silence. You find somebody is so lonely, yet he is living among the masses.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by people,
yes,
yet very lonely.
Very lonely.
Wow.
This is due to the fact that he is putting everything into the closet.
Yes.
He's not willing to share. And you know, the build-up of this is what comes to harm us in the long run.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when you build up this, then you find that people you are looking for an outlet. That is when you find people getting into indulgence. Yeah. They indulge probably in substance and abuse and all that. It's a way of relieving themselves from the pressure, these built-up emotions that have been masked and bolted for years. Then they burst out and then they have very bad repercussions. Wow. So we need to have a new paradigm. We need to have a paradigm shift so that now we can start seeing that these challenges we are meeting day in, day out,
there are no more challenges.
There are no more challenges. And all of us are passing through them. If I tell you my challenges and you tell me your challenges, probably we can be able to come up with a solution. That's true. When we always say a problem half shared is
is half solved.
A problem shared is half solved. So whatever you are going through, look for a person you can trust. Look for a person who has empathy, who can understand your situation, and try to share that problem with them. And then we need to create safe spaces.
Maybe we'll come to the issue of safe space. But I want to engage those who are watching us tonight, and I want you to write to us what keeps you from sharing your issues. What keeps you away from sharing your issues? Because I know you are out there and you say, I better keep my issues to myself because the last time I shared, this and this happened. And maybe we are coming to that. I want to bring in Nesh, our next guest. Nesh, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, sir.
Happy 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
You'll tell us where we've been.
That's okay. I've just been around.
Yes, sir.
And maybe you can say hello to the viewers.
Yes, sure.
I'm glad again to be in 𝗕𝗏𝗃 TV, and it's such a joy to be hosted by Joe,
yes,
also Joe,
yes,
and my friend over here. So I've just been around,
yes, sir.
And we thank God for another year, just keeping on the assignment.
Wow.
What He has assigned us to do, family, business,
yes,
work, ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give a shout out to your family. I know they are watching.
Oh, my.
Yes, sir.
A big shout over there to my wife.
Yeah.
Yes, and my sons, 𝗕𝗨𝗓𝗏 and 𝗕𝗏𝗃, I know they are watching over there. They are great men. My daughter too. So keep watching 𝗕𝗏𝗃 TV. My friends, I have so many friends by the way.
Yes, yes.
From all over.
You can mention some of them. You are free to mention some of them.
Some of them from Thika,
yes,
Mary, John, you know, you guys, I know you're watching over there. Let's engage, let's learn more together. We are this. My parents, I know mom is watching.
Wow.
Some of other family members. Karibuni sana.
Thank you,
My apostolic leader and Father Apostle David Juma,
yes,
Pastor Sunta, thank you for the platform.
Yes, they are our executive producers.
Yes.
And we are glad, we are happy for them. We thank God for them because this platform is such, you know, it's bringing a lot of relief to men.
Absolutely.
You know, because for once, men have a platform where their issues can be discussed freely.
Absolutely.
Like tonight's topic is such a wonderful topic because we are asking, Nesh, we are asking, why are men not speaking? Did you know, by the way, and maybe you can address that, why is it that even in our society, you'll find that we actually have a mental illness in their life.
Actually have a mental illness in their lifetime. Out of that, it's only about 28% of those men that will ever seek any health care.
Wow.
So all these others, more than 70% are out there. I also checked out and realized that about 90% of the suicides that we have in globally and also in most of the counties,
yes,
are actually amongst men. So you can see, so if you have all these, that men will die out of suicide, and this will be because of probably depression, substance abuse, PTSD, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder, and all that. Therefore, that means you have reduced life expectancy, and therefore you have fewer grandfathers.
Yes, yes, of course.
As compared to grandmothers.
Yeah, because and again you see now the fact that women, you know, women will talk out their issues in the market,
yes,
in the salons, yes, anywhere.
Men don't give, or they easily don't give their testimonies to crowds.
Oh yes, all right, all right.
Or share out what is really bothering them. Yes. Of course, that's why we are here, so that these things change, yes, and they are actually changing. That's true. That's yes, the narrative is changing, but that is what has actually been the case. Yes. Yeah.
And in fact, we are here tonight to give you practical ways,
exactly,
on how you can start rebuilding your relationships, and not just looking for authentic friends. Are you authentic yourself at a personal level?
Yeah.
Because there are people who are never there for others, but they want others to be there for them.
Be there for them.
You know, I've just called a friend right now when I was seated here, because I needed some help somewhere, and I have someone who can answer because we have an authentic relationship. Absolutely. I will not shy asking you for help.
Yes.
Because I'm not fearing that you'll judge me. And that's the problem. 𝗧𝗧, have you ever held back your issues because of the fear of misunderstanding?
True. Yeah, that is normally the case. When you don't know the other party, whether they have empathy, yes, whether they will understand my issues, or they will think probably I have the problems I have because I'm unserious. Yeah, there are people you can go and tell them your problem, and they, young man, are you serious? What do you want with your life? So again, we must be friends who are approachable. We must practice empathy, so that these people can be able to come. We must create that space, safe space, that my friend can trust me with his issues, that he knows I cannot judge him, and I'll be able to give accountability. Because again, we need friends who we can be accountable to. Yes. People who can call us back to order when we go haywire.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of friendship that we need to have. Because the kind of friendship we have mostly is so permissive. Ni mtu ataona tu unafanya vitu tu, you are not even doing what you ought to be doing, but they will not call you to order. They will just allow you. They will say that the nature takes its course.
But by the way, we have an issue on accountability. And I've realized that Nesh, maybe you can come in. Men have an issue with accountability. Some of the ladies watching us will tell you if his man has an issue, he has nowhere to report him.
Yeah.
Because he will tell you, my husband doesn't listen to anyone. Maybe you can address that, because I know you have interacted with.
I think let's also now bring it into the context of this man, one who is a believer, from also a biblical perspective.
Yes.
Because I think somebody's faith also has a very big impact on the values that they take along. As they move along with life, they will take a certain value because of what they believe. So accountability has also to be looked at from also a biblical understanding. And if I may give an example, all through scripture you see that people are accountable. Someone is accountable to someone else. Someone is answerable to someone else. You'll see, Joshua working with Moses. You'll see Paul working with Timothy and Titus. You're going to see even Paul himself being accountable to senior elders like Peter and John, the apostles. And therefore, one has to be accountable. Again, number two, we also have to look at where do we feed also spiritually, because that's also another platform. These are wineskins into which accountability will come, because a man will not just be told, be reporting to this one. No. It has to have a background of a certain leaning of where they lean, and that informs the values they take. So if it is within a church setup, again, how well do they trust? Are they accountable also to their spiritual leaders? Because they are actually adults, but they need to be answerable to someone. And if you are not answerable to anyone, then nobody can be answerable to you or should be answerable to you. If you cannot honor another man and respect another man and then be told to sit down or to stand up, then you have no authority to...
Someone who can sit you down and speak sense to you.
And speak sense to you. And if that does not happen, then you have no authority also to tell someone to sit down.
Oh yes.
And you miss authority, including even with your family setup, and even because there is some principle that has been violated.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have to embrace it. The same way we embrace other values and other structures that are biblical, we also have to embrace this other one.
Wow.
Otherwise, if we don't do that, Joe, I'm sorry to belabor this, then at some point the law or the government will have to come and regulate you. Yeah.
This is what you are saying. In fact, we say that if you are too big to be taught, then you are too small to teach.
Yeah.
You know, and for you to exercise authority, you must be at the authority.
Yes.
So if you are a man there or a woman, wherever it is, and you have no one to speak sense to you, you have no one who can sit you down and speak sense to you, then you have a problem. Yeah. Because life is not so gracious to allow you command two generations. You cannot command your seniors and command your juniors. Saitoti, looking at the whole of this issue,
yes.
Now we are talking about men, and you know, are men naturally rebellious in nature? Maybe you can help.
Not actually rebellious.
Let me lay a little bit of foundation, because even some men in church, whenever maybe you have an issue with your spouse or at home or in your setting, when your wife threatens to report you to the senior pastor, that man will threaten to leave church.
Absolutely.
What problem do you have?
I think men naturally, we have that natural inclination, yes, because we are made to conquer. Okay. We want to have a dominion. And therefore, any time that this small kingdom of mine is threatened, yes, I tend to react.
You are protecting your territory.
I want to protect my territory, and I want to have the say,
yes,
yes, and influence and dominance,
wow,
in my territory.
Yes.
And therefore, but even in the ages of the old,
yes,
there were kings who were paying tributes to other kings.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So even in this small kingdom of yours, you have to pay tribute to the bigger kingdom.
Yes.
That now we are all under. Okay?
Yeah.
But when there is an issue with accountability, for instance, if I want to be called to order and I know I'm going off the script, I'm going off the rails, and I want, and my wife has threatened to take me to the man of God, then I should not be rebellious, because probably I don't want to be taken to the man of God, because I don't want
to the elders.
Yeah, or to the elder. I don't want my weaknesses to go out there.
Yes.
So what I should do, apart from rather than being rebellious, I should reform my ways.
Okay.
Yeah, because number one, you set the standards for your household.
Yes.
You are the standard. So if you become rebellious, what happens to your son?
They will follow suit.
You are the gold standard. Because one thing I came to realize, especially with children, they don't do what we tell them.
Yes.
They do what we do.
Yeah, that's
They copy.
It's true.
They copy.
Yes.
So if you are saying this and you are doing this, they will not do what you are saying.
Yeah.
They will do what you are doing.
Yeah.
So as a man, we need to form circle.
Wow.
Probably I don't want to be taken to the apostle,
yes,
but if I'm taken to the brother,
yes, oh, right,
I am able to. I can be changed,
yes,
at this level, because again, we have a problem with our weaknesses. We don't want to show them. We mask them.
Wow.
With all the might. It is very rare for a man to go showing their weaknesses. In fact, we like projecting an image of strength, rather than actually being strong.
Okay, projecting strength,
yeah,
instead of being strong.
We work so hard to appear strong, rather than actually becoming strong.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a bugger point. Billionaire Kivuti, that's a bugger point. You don't note that.
Yes, yes. So that's the main issue. So I think one of the ways that we can help a man in this current age, because things have changed.
Yeah.
Our circumstances and the situations and the environment has changed a lot. Yeah. We are not in the traditional setup where you grow up with your cousins and everybody in the village, where you know this person from birth, mpaka mmezeeka mkiwa pamoja. So you can be able to relate and you can be able to be open to them. But in the current marketplace, we are meeting with you as adults.
Yeah. In our workplaces.
In our workplaces. So that
We meet in
relationship,
church.
that relationship is more situational. It's like we know each other because we work in the same company. But knowing each other is not having a relationship with each other.
Yeah.
That is the difference. Because I can know you, but we have nothing apart from our roles colliding at a particular place, or we working for the same corporation. So we need to be very, very deliberate and
Very
intentional
Yes.
in creating this relationship. Very deliberate and very intentional. You have actually to work towards that. And we actually need to become what the Bible calls us the brother's keeper.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if I see Joe is behaving in a different way. I have known Joe for the last 5 years, but this year he is different. It's upon me as a friend to try and bring him closer and try to understand what is happening with my friend, taking that initiative. And if we do that, probably that person is looking for us.
Yeah.
He is looking for someone who can
reach out and just...
Yes. Because life is not sunshine and rainbows.
That's true.
It is not bread and butter. Sometimes it will put you in a corner and beat you thoroughly, and you need somebody to lift you up.
Wow, that's true.
And that is where we come in as genuine friends.
Friendships.
Genuine and authentic friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful insights there from 𝗓𝗨𝗧𝗏, and I think this conversation is getting momentum and gaining momentum, and maybe you can help us here, because what 𝗓𝗨𝗧𝗏 is saying is what Apostle David Juma keeps saying.
Wow.
That we need to have a koinonia.
Yes.
A fellowship of brothers.
Yes.
Where we can be accountable to one another.
Yeah.
Where we can check on each other.
Yes.
Maybe before we go for a break, you can help us, because you are the chairman. My goodness, the chairman is here tonight. As the chairman, you know, if you want to intimidate someone, if you want to put a burden on someone, to be very careful on how they will answer that question, to put some weight when they're answering. Tell them, remind them their position.
Yes.
Now, as a chairman, I want you to help a man there on how he can build a fellowship, how he can surround himself with a fellowship of like-minded men. Because it's not that they don't have a fellowship, but maybe that fellowship is not so productive, so to speak. How do we build a meaningful relationships, and especially a fellowship among other brothers?
Wow. You know, he has laid a burden on me by repeating the title chairman.
Invoking the chairmanship.
Invoking the chairmanship.
Yes.
By God's grace.
Yes, sir.
I think I'll just continue from where I left.
Yes, sir.
And I'll say, we can get ourselves into different kinds of groups. We can use different formations or setup. My brother just mentioned from the place of work, you know, you can use, you know, neighborhood. You can use different kinds of setups. But I think one of the setups that I found to be maybe quite productive,
yes, sir,
is if it is based on your faith.
Okay.
Because that will cut across many other, you know, boundaries. There's to some extent you can't go because you work together. Kuna mahali hautapita. This other one, they be a boundary. But faith tends to really, you know, bring most of the things to be in common. It will also attract even your professions, your careers to be in common. So one of the value that really counts a lot is somebody's faith. And from a situation or from a platform of believers, I believe that one now can pull our careers, our profession into some of those groups. And again, now bring in different families or different men, you know, into forming a small group. I actually said earlier that men don't give their testimonies or share their burdens to the crowds or to the public. They want a small group. So like now what we have tried to do, and by God's grace it is working, is to help men be in small groups. Out of the 200, 300, you know, plus men, get a small company of men. Those are formal groups, maybe about 10. And then out of that, the basis will be share the word and pray together, but also open it up now for social matters and for social issues. And when one brother shares a testimony, men talk when they hear another one has talked. Men rarely want to be vulnerable. They check at each other who is going to begin.
Ukiapisha, ninaapisha.
Ukiapisha, anaapisha. But if you stay with yours, they will watapima. They will measure. They will have a metron towards that. So that's one structure that will work. Get men in small group. let them talk, encourage them, let them meet informally and socially,
yes,
you know, outside the four walls of the church. Again, informally now, men could also or can also form their own groups by their own initiatives. Because Joe, you are my friend, my brother, you are my friend. This one is my friend. We can meet four of us and take tea and begin sharing how we bring up our families, our children, and how we deal with changes in marriage and all that. So those kind of informal groups, when they are in small groups and they begin talking, and one shares a challenge, then it is going to open up
to spark.
Again. Depending on their profession, depending on not their profession, but because of depending on their age groups also, that also determines exposure. A 25-year-old is also looking upon a 50-year-old, the challenges and the
maybe what we can do
they
now,
have actually had, yes.
Because I want to give you enough time to address the issue of now when it comes to age. How do we bring together these things? Because sometimes men feel out of place.
Yes.
When they're in the same group with a small young man and they are talking sensitive issues, they are opening up about their sexuality. Wanasema mlima imekuwa shida kupanda and all those things.
Yeah.
We are coming back to Nesh. She has a very good point there. Faith in God, thank you so much. And Chris Sandera, that's my elder cousin. I don't know who that is.
That is my cousin.
Yeah, is your cousin, eh? All right, thank you. Nefat Musheru, God bless you. Thank you, Newton Kivuti. Thank you, Karaja David.
That's my friend.
Oh, that's your friend, eh?
Yes, the ones who don't find who they belong to their mind.
Wow, powerful, powerful. I'll be sampling other messages. We want to break for 2 minutes, then we'll be back better and leading your comments and with this conversation. See you. Thank you.
A divine appointment is here. Apostle David Juma, together with the Kariobangi North pastors, invites you to the Festival of Hope Crusade.
Hawa ni watumishi wa Mungu, tuwakaribisha katika crusade ya tumaini ambayo inaingia hapa Kariobangi North.
So much excited to invite you to Festival of Hope 2026.
A powerful gathering of worship, the word, healing, and salvation.
Come with the blind, come with the lame. We believe the anointing that will operate in that place will heal the sick.
Come, listen to the word of God and receive Jesus.
Mlete wagonjwa, mlete wale waliodhoofika.
Featuring evangelist 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗏 from the Netherlands and other anointed servants of God. Music by Street Praise and All Churches Mass Choir, among others.
Utabarikiwa jinsi hujawahi ona kwa maisha yako.
Welcome all, hata watoto.
This is the time for Kariobangi to heal, to change, and to transform.
Come encounter the Lord in a mighty way.
From Thursday 5th to Sunday 8th February 2026, 4 p.m. daily, plus a special pastors and leaders seminar 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday to Friday. And women and youth meeting on Saturday 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Vijana tukuje to represent God to the fullest.
Come to jinsi ulivyo, God anakuhitaji.
Let's attend as we turn this city upside down.
Hii ni yetu, tujitokeze. Muje muone Mungu akifanya mambo makuu.
Venue, Kariobangi North, next to the police station.
Wewe mwenye uko Darfur, Gedhembe, Kanyama, Hillstone,
Korogocho, Bright Industry, Rakisama.
Imekaribishwa watu wote wa Nairobi. Karibu kwa hiyo crusade.
Tukutane mahali pale.
Don't miss to come.
Come one, come all.
We'll be happy to have you around.
Na msikose.
Yes, welcome back, and this is Man Unveiled. We are joined by the chairman himself, Onesmus Mogo, all the way from the land of pineapples. This man is a dangerous man. When he speaks, you want to listen. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Apostle.
We're also joined by Saitoti Olesalaon, the only Masai who knows to speak so many languages. You meet with this man in your language, you think he is from your land.
That's a great.
He goes to another place and he speaks that language. He is a very dynamic gentleman.
Wow.
And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah. That's strange.
I want to continue. Our discussion tonight is how do building authentic relationships, brotherhood. How do we become our brother's keeper? Yeah. Because sometimes we are the best people to stone our brothers when they have an issue. When they speak is a problem. When they are not speaking is a problem. So we have become an endangered species, and we want to free this man, because that is all about this show.
Absolutely.
It's all about freeing the man from the fears, uncertainties, and you know, making that man free, making you free. That's why we are here tonight. Nefat Mushero, say hi to LCI men president. Hey, my friend.
Thank you, Nefat.
Evangelist Dongo Patrick, thank you, sir. Thank you, Reverend, all the way from Mayakos. He's a man from Mayakos. Wow, thank you so much. Newton Kivuti, gossiping will make me not share anything with others. That's a dangerous comment. Newton Kivuti says that a man should be strong. Don't die in silence. If having a problem, share with the other men. If you have a problem, share it with other men who can understand your situation. And we continue sampling your Jimmy Wajema, all the way from Syokimau. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a blessing to have you. Irene Biwot, God bless you, Irene. Hey, Irene, I remember you. Many years. God bless you, Irene. Wow. God bless you. Gabriel Mongai. Oh, my goodness. Bold possibilities. God bless you, sir. Brotherhood it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Karaja David, watching from Kiambu. God bless you. We continue sampling these messages because we value your feedback. They say feedback is the breakfast for champions. Wow. Now, there's something you are saying.
Yes.
How do we bring this, you know, what criteria do we use to bring these men together? Because sometimes men will feel like, mnaniweka na mtoto atasikia hii maneno. And we still want this thing to birth mentorship. How do we make men feel comfortable even when they are people of lesser age?
Every man will need Timothy.
Oh, yes.
And a Titus he is bringing up. And that person who is looking up to him and learning from him.
Wow.
Every man will need a Barnabas who they can walk side by side and they can challenge one another. And they don't necessarily compete, but they can exchange notes.
Wow.
And every man would also need someone who he is looking up to, that he can be able to, you know, a Titus or a Timothy, they will need a Paul that they can actually look up to, so that they can be able to learn. So as we never outgrow this. So as we in our walk and as we grow, we need to be cognizant of these three levels. Higher. The other thing we also need to check on is that when you talk about the younger and the older, it is not a matter of being exposed or shame or you know, or embarrassment. No. The concept is you want another man to learn from your mistakes.
Wow.
So you could share very sensitive information. You mentioned sexuality. We could talk about financial failures. We could talk about marriage struggles. You are not sharing because, you know, you're exposing yourself. But you have a heart. Wow. You as an older man, you have a heart that these young men don't make the same mistakes that you also made. The younger man also has an attitude that I should learn and redeem time. One of the city fathers recently put forth a statement that has stood out in my mind, that when purpose is discovered, then grace is unlocked and time is redeemed. So you need to redeem time because of as you learn from other people's mistakes. It is lack of wisdom. We don't want to say foolishness, but it's lack of wisdom for someone to repeat the same mistakes when they have an opportunity to have learned.
Wow.
So the younger one needs to have an attitude and a posture and a gradient that something can flow to them.
Wow.
The older one needs to have a different attitude that I can also teach this one. So we can have all these blades, like I said, formally or informally, but they are all important as we try to grow one another.
You know, you are leo kuna boka points mingi sana.
Thank you. I will redeem them soonest.
Mahali umepitia upitiange hapo.
Thank you.
Now, what Nesh is saying here is that as a man, stop looking at your struggles as your undoings. In fact, allow me to say that your anointing is in your struggles. And your glory is in your pain. And that is where you'll be able to speak freely to others. People who go through nothing have nothing to talk about.
Wow.
You are battling that thing because when you overcome, you become an authority.
Yes.
So you'll not fear sharing. You are not exposing yourself unnecessarily. You are only sharing to someone else to avoid, so that the other person can avoid the same mistakes that you did.
The same people.
It is injustice, generational injustice, if a generation repeats the mistakes of the previous generation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Saitoti.
Yes, sir.
We are talking about this man, and this man sometimes feels like he is exposed. He feels like he needs to build trust. Before I share my things, I need to trust you. How can we position ourselves to be trusted?
Wonderful. To echo Mr. Mugo's sentiment,
yes,
that in this century, we are not just supposed to learn, we are also supposed to unlearn.
Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah, there are things that we have and do that draw us back. Yeah, and we can redeem time, as he says, because if you have a person, if for instance I meet Joe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, probably where I am today, you are there a decade ago. You can guide me and tell me, when I was at your situation, I had this and this challenge. You can save me a decade.
That's true.
You can save me a decade. So what we need is young people willing to subject themselves to counsel from people who have gone ahead of us.
Wow.
Because
having a teachable spirit.
Yes, where we are is where they are coming from. And it is not that they have lived this life in isolation. The same challenges we are going through.
Yeah.
Most likely, they could not be tailor-made like the same, but most likely they are almost the same. So we must have a teachable spirit, and as people who have gained this well of knowledge, because again, sometimes I find our systems to be very bad. That when you have become so knowledgeable is when they tell you to go home.
When you are full of experience.
When you are full of experience, full of knowledge, you have gained all these keys years and years and years. Now they tell you, you are too good at this.
They retire you home.
Go and retire.
So you find we have a lot of knowledge dormant.
Wow.
When young people are struggling here, wading in the perilous waters of life, without direction, without somebody to hold their hands, yet we have people with enormous experience and knowledge that can guide them. So we need to take initiative. That is number one. Take initiative.
Wow.
Yeah. In that neighborhood of yours, there is somebody who can be helped by you. You can hold somebody's hand and guide them and show them the light.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that call for humility? Because
it does. It does. It does on both ends. Because sometimes you'll find that you have to create time for this guy that you want to mentor. Sometimes you find a person that you'll have to be patient.
Oh, yes.
Some of us are so much deep into these issues and these stereotypes of not opening up that you require you to knock several times so that they can open up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to have that burden of helping us all out there.
Wow.
If you know you had this struggle, don't allow another brother to go through the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I realize some of these challenges are what do I call them? They come with stages.
Yeah.
When I'm married, 5 years into marriage, there is a problem for that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. They say life is in phases.
It is in cycles.
And men are in sizes.
Yeah. The same applies to life because January comes every year. Yeah, there will be January for 2027. Yeah, so it is cycles.
Wow.
So what happens is, if we have, because we have men God has blessed with grace and knowledge and experience, is upon us to take initiative and help our comrades.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saitoti is saying it's good for us who have gone ahead and those who have gone ahead together with us to share with other people who are coming up. Hold someone's hand. It will not be fair if your children we will be fighting the same devils that you fought.
Absolutely.
Because you never spoke, you never showed them the way. Don't be too much enclosed. Don't expose some of these things to the next generation. Don't die with the formula. Tell them, if you avoid this route, if you want to get to these results, follow this route. Nesh, maybe you can also help us, because and maybe I can sample some of the, you know, addition minor. This great discussion, brotherhood. Thank you so much. Let me see. Your government is here.
All right.
The government is here. Nimonesh.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Brotherhood is built when strength is admired and weakness is not used as a weapon of punishment. Kwani mumetoka wapi watu wa Mungu?
There is a portal that is open.
Oh, there is a portal. Okay, you are downloading from the same portal.
We are downloading from the same
I
portal.
can see that. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. This man is selling beef here. The server is okay. All right. On YouTube, we have Faith in God. Thank you. Saitoti is my brother. Yeah, I am actually mobilizing all men for this. Wow. It's very powerful and very important. Thank you, Faith in God. Daniel Motuko, Kaisari. I'm liking the conversation. I hope those are the people Faith in God is mobilizing. Thank you so much. Chris Sandera, thank you so much. We continue sampling some of these messages, and we want to get this discussion now to the practical part of it. Yeah. Because Nesh, you find that some of us men have a lot of bitterness because of where you are coming from. Yeah. All right? And some of the things we have seen, we don't want the next generation to see them. Yes. Some of the pains we have gone through. So we become so protective. Yes. That we deny the next generation the truth. Now, how do men watching us tonight? Because when we were taught that we should be strong, yes, and we should not cry before people, it was a good thing and it was a bad thing. Yeah. Because again, if you see a young man crying everywhere, that's not the kind of a generation we want. Absolutely. So there is the good thing and the bad. How do we strike a balance that we are saying, men, open up? Yes. Men, speak out. Yes. But again, there is a man now who will go telling people at work about the wife. Yes.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Yes. And that's the thing to fight. Sorry. So, like you say, there has to be a balance, because men ought to offer leadership. Yeah. So that maybe in the case of a family, if there's a challenge and you ask, what do we do? And you are like, I also don't know, we are dying, you know, you begin speaking hopelessness. Yes. I mean, that's not right. Or, you know, so you have to offer hope. Yes. And you also have to look up and know that you trust our God and give them hope. Nevertheless, that said, every man needs a man. God is not speaking anything new and is not giving any new assignment than what he has done in the past. Yeah. What God has given you and what he has instructed you, even the family he has given you, he has done that in the past. And therefore, the wisdom is to look for a man, even if it is one. I heard of a certain man of God, believed from South Africa, a credible apostle, who said he is in his 60s and he has one genuine friend, and he said he's doing very well. Wow. So find a man, a man that you can talk to and that you can open up to. Yes. And the challenge here is not even on the leadership of the men who you can talk to, is on the followership. Is you going to fight them? Wow. Because the calling, and the calling here, I'm using it broadly. I'm not using it just kind of in the church setup per se. But you know, your assignment is as important as the relationships or the relationship that you have. Wow. And you will need a man, if you are a man, to work with. So just identify, even if it is one man, open up to them. Wow. Just be naked to them. You know, there's a challenge I'm facing in family, there's a challenge I'm facing in business, there's a challenge I'm facing this and that, and be vulnerable. Yeah. And also be sure they carry the same values. And it's easy, Apostle Joe, because if we go to have a cup of tea right now, and for the first 15 minutes all that, you know, we have shared is about someone else. We have gossiped a few families and a few whatever. Just know, if you open up to that man, you'll also become the subject in the next tea,
become the next victim,
or maybe the next uji. I hear this one, the next porridge that they take. So it's easy to identify and be able to know, also by the grace of God and through discernment. So open up, and after you have opened up, now keep quiet, because it's a foolishness. I use that word. To go now giving your stories to every lady you meet, every man you meet, every young and old you meet. My wife did this, or my children did this, or my father beat me, or I don't know what. Because you can't do that. You'll be exposing yourself too much.
In fact, because I want you to address, to pin this as you answer that, you find that many men, even in their places of work, they are very close to women, to other sisters in their workplace. And they say that I have a safe space here. Now, the balance, I'm trying to get the balance that we are telling these men to speak out. But are they speaking out to the right people? Because when you expose the weakness of your marriage, of your family to this lady,
and you are a man,
and you are a brother,
and you are a brother also, maybe not a brother, sorry, a brother, not a brother, a brother. So, and you go doing that, most likely, the wife of that brother is not even aware that the brother is opening up here. So it is being done in darkness, in secret. I might not call it cheating, but if I call it cheating, I will not be very wrong to do that. Because you see, it is only a matter of time. Time will tell what is going to come out of that particular safe space, shoulder to shoulder, and those kind of things that are going to come out of that. It is going to have a ripple effect on the marriage. As soon as that, especially when it's talks of opposite sex, then that is not safe space at all. Go look for another man who carries the same values as you carry, and it's not difficult, and they are there. And also, I have no man.
But this sister understands me. In fact,
yes, the sister understands this man, or understands. I'm avoiding to the sister understands you, but the sister understands this man. Because they're live show. So understands this man because there's also an agenda. Or sooner than later there'll be an agenda.
That's true.
Maybe
you can put your weight on that, because we are having these you know, relationships in workplaces, and you find that is how all these things started. That this lady, this man gave me a shoulder to lean on, then I don't know, 1 + 1, this is how we found ourselves. You know, how do we help a man watching us, because then their environment at home is not very conducive, and so he decides, now I'll look for someone who is close to me in my place of work. After work, we can go and take coffee as I share.
We are telling men to open up, but not with reckless abandon.
Okay.
There should be...
Maybe you can say that again. That's a bunker point. A very heavy one.
Not with reckless abandon. So you have to have what we call the spirit of discernment. You have to discern. Where do I take this story of mine? Because there are places you can take the story, then it becomes your weakness. The person uses your story to prey on you, to prey on you, to prey on your weaknesses.
Nasiri ya maombi,
pray, on your weaknesses, and then you find yourself in even more deeper problems. So again, we need to, as the Bible tells us, to test the spirits. The people that we go to, as Mr. Mogo is saying, we should have shared values, shared ideals. We are partners in this journey. And we have shared ideals. You don't just meet a person in the street and then you start explaining to them your problems. Probably they will aggravate them. So we need to, again, that comes back to the choices that we make. The people we bring closer to ourselves. Because again, apart from chasing the bag, as they say in the streets, we should also work very hard to build what we call the social capital. That we have the right people surrounding us, the people that we can have meaningful, authentic, deep relationship, where we can pour out what is troubling us. Because men's weakness right now is being strong.
That's true.
Your weakness is being strong, because by being strong, you are bottling up everything that you are coming across. Unakona shida, you don't talk. You keep it. When you open a computer, then you open many tabs and you never close the tab. What you do is minimize. What happens to that computer? At some point, it will crash.
It will slow down then. Yeah.
That is what we are happening. We are opening a lot of tabs. There is a tab of this problem here. There is a tab of this problem. We are not closing them because we are not willing to expose our problems to our friends. And therefore, I'm saying we have friendship. Can we deepen them? Because some of these friendships are existing. It's only that they have layers.
It is true.
Can we add another layer that we are able to share with our friends? That Joe, I am having a problem in my marriage. How can I overcome this and this and this? And when I do that, there will be what we call reciprocity. If I tell you my problem, you'll be at ease to tell me your problems.
Yeah.
Si mimi kila siku mimi tu ndio nakuletea mashida.
You look like a Superman, and there's like, keep speaking.
Yes, and yourself, wewe niko pale, you are perfect. Then I will feel probably I am the problem here. Yeah. So the fact that you create that relationship, you can also help the other brother. It can become mutual. Yeah. When I have a problem, you are there for me.
Yeah.
When you have a problem, I'm there for you.
Wow.
Yeah. And that is what happens with the ladies.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they are willing to share anything.
Yeah.
Anything. But for us, we work so hard to ensure that we project this image of being strong, everything is okay, even when we are suffering and we are about to burst in. Yeah, in silence.
Wow.
Yes.
Powerful point there. Nesh, how do we overcome the fear of betrayal? Because that is the fear of many men. When I share this with this person, the next time is that you have heard about kugongewa.
Yeah, it's a slang, yeah.
Apostle David cannot understand that language. We can use that language because they can't understand that language. Now, the fear of a man, because men have really been betrayed. I come share with a brother about what I'm going through. Or even a sister comes and shares with another brother about the challenges that this man you see here, for the last 3 months, he have not been able to rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
You know. And the man that you are talking to now takes advantage of the situation.
Yes.
Start writing to the wife, I understand the battles you are fighting, and all that.
Standing with you.
Yeah, I can stand on the gap. You know, and sometimes men feel betrayed.
Yes.
That it is my very closest friend who did this to me.
Yes.
Women feel betrayed that it is my very close sister, friend, who did this to my marriage, who did this to my family.
Yeah.
How do we overcome that as men as we come to the close of the show?
That's quite something, and it's not easy.
Yes.
But what I would say, as we also talk about the other person being genuine, because it's about genuinity, genuineness,
honesty,
honesty, being a trusted friend, and all that. The question is, you yourself, are you trusted?
Wow.
Are you an honest person? How many testimonies and prayer items about people do you share? In the context, I mean, you're basically gossiping, not even prayer items. Let's put it that way. So how honest you are by yourself? Because God is not unjust. Let me say that. God is not unjust. You will attract a like-minded.
That's true.
And there will be a company that you attract of trusted people, honest people, and people who can stand with you and not betray you. It does not mean you may lack, there may not be some gap, because even Jesus Christ had the 12, and one of them was a betrayer. He's the one who chose them.
Why does he say one of them was a devil?
Well,
that's what the scripture says.
So, there is another part that calls him an apostle, so we strike a balance. It's a betrayer. Anyhow, I get the point. So sometimes that may happen. But again, we also now got to also rise and overcome that. The fact that you were burnt one time, you are nailed, it doesn't mean that your whole finger or your whole arm,
or you never interact with the fire again.
You never interact with the fire again. I mean, the fact that someone betrayed you, or they talk to your stories and all that, forgive, heal, move on, as easy as they may not be, but it is possible, so that you also grow from one whatever level to another. As we cross, because I know we also consider about time, is that friendship also has a cost to pay. And some of the relationships we have, they are just destiny oriented. And we have to make decisions and pay a cost for them. Sometimes someone may not necessarily be even betraying you. It may have been a slip of the tongue and they were tempted a little bit. Because they are a little bit sanguine, you know what I mean? But you have to realize this is a destiny relationship. And this is what happened with Paul and Barnabas. They did not realize their relationship was destiny. So when John Mark came into the picture, they should have overcome that. But you see, it destroyed their relationship. And we don't hear of Barnabas again, but we hear of Paul. So sometimes some of the things may appear. And by the way, we see Paul later on picking John Mark. So sometimes there are challenges, there are temptations. Let's also not be so fearful and follow the Kikuyu proverb. If you've ever seen a rope, you would think it's always a snake. It is not
once bitten, twice shy.
Twice shy. That's not Psalms chapter 200. Maybe Psalms chapter 200 or something like that. But it's not where we can lay our feet on. So let's overcome. Let's also move on.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Ability to overcome. You know, you don't just sit there and say, I was betrayed, therefore I can't trust anyone. You will die and you will bury you, my brother.
And in this world, you have to live with men.
And men are subject to weaknesses.
Sure.
You know, learn who to trust. Ask God to connect you with the right people and disconnect you with the wrong people. I want to give you a chance to give your closing remarks, and you can also tell us where you can find you, the services provided. I can see you have some books here. Tell us about it in a minute, and maybe you can share your number in case someone wants a team building or a training.
My final message is this: be very intentional. Look for serious friends, pillars, people who can be there for you in times of need. Be very intentional, because most of the time we live in designer houses, we wear designer clothes, but we sleepwalk through life. We have no design, we have no intentional. We just find ourselves in places. So be very intentional. Bring people into your lives who will be there for you in terms of emotional support when you need them. So as for my books, I've written 2 books. This is Beyond Limits and Rise Above. This is a memoir. This is a memoir of my life. I usually describe myself as a parable used by God to refute the notion of impossibilities. Because kuna story kubwa hapa ambaye siwezi sema sahi.
In fact, I want to promise our viewer that I will be inviting you to share your story, because your story is just an outstanding.
It's a big story, and you can get these books. I'm going to share my number, and we also have Rise Above here. They are inspirational books. They are going to help you to become your best self. So you can get us in Igutomba House in Cairo. That is where we are based. And if you have a team that requires aligning and creating that sense of unity of purpose and all that, we are motivational speakers, corporate trainers, and team building facilitators. We will be there for your team. And also we inspire students, and we also have programs that will be sharing with you very soon. So my number is 0718 833 226. 0718 833 226. Thank you.
Thank you, Saitoti. Your closing remarks.
Thank you, Apostle. Just quick, men that are watching us over there, don't die with your problem. Just open up. We are taught to be strong, not to shed tears. Probably to spit some saliva if you feel there's some tears, just spit some saliva, but open up to a man and don't die with your problem. There's a man out there who has a similar story, but they actually overcame. With the interest of time, we are found in Thika. We operate the Oak Medical Center in Thika, specifically and especially having an interest with non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and the like, and maybe other types of diseases. Also, you can seek medical advice from us, and you're going to, be grateful about that. Let me also use this opportunity, if you allow me, Apostle. He called me chairman many times. By God's grace, I'm the main president in the Apostolic House at Life Church International, which has its headquarters in Kenya Cinema. And I would want to take this opportunity to welcome you on behalf of Apostle David Juma for our men conference. It's called the Gathering of Men Conference. This is actually the Rio Men's Conference. There's another one that happens in February where people move to a different place, but this is the Rio one. The Rio Men's Conference, which happens between the 11th to the 15th of March, and you're going to be in Kenya Cinema. And all the 5 days are going to be having great sessions. So just block the dates, and I know they'll probably be running somewhere on your screen, and you are so much welcome. We'll tell you many things even about those small groups and how you can build as men. You'll be empowered spiritually, financially, socially, and in different aspects of life by the grace of God. So we look forward to seeing you there. If you need to communicate, you can let us through the office, or probably you can use my number, 0736 09 0403, and you're going to find us for the inquiries about the conference or about ourselves by the grace of God. Thank you very much. Thank you, Apostle.
Thank you, my guests. Looking forward to hosting you many other times. I want to just attest that Men in the Apostolic House is one of those strong groups. So you can feel free to join and become one of the men who are able to just do some programs and just move on with life. Don't be alone there. There's some men who can join together with you and discuss progress. That was our time. I'm Joe Wisdom. See you next Wednesday, same place, same time. Thank you.
Thank you.